Oh, hi there! Hiya, long time no see. Now there's just one thing I want to bring up before we get on to more current news, I suppose, and that is the whole Dead Space 3 thing, because honestly I'm still quite upset about it. In case you haven't heard what's happening, the gist of the argument is that Dead Space 3 has a pretty radical crafting system, which honestly sounds like it could be a hell of a lot of fun, and really fit in with the whole game aesthetic, but EA, because they are A, losing a lot of money, and B, greedy, money-grubbing, horrible people, I don't actually mean that by the way, have decided to stick microtransactions in a single-player $60 game. Because logic, obviously, I mean, why else would you put microtransactions in a game that people are already paying full price for and will most likely have DLCs and pre-order bonuses included? Now obviously I understand that EA is losing an insane amount of money at the moment, and the Dead Space franchise is going to end with Iteration 3 if it doesn't sell enough copies, but this is not the way to do it. The statement they gave, which was essentially the generation has grown up on mobile gaming and they expect microtransactions, which is nonsense by the way, because I'm fairly sure anyone who grew up on mobile gaming isn't old enough to play Dead Space 3. Now if I sound a little insanely passionate about this, it's because I really enjoy the Dead Space franchise and I really hate money-grabby EA stuff. Although I don't really know why I'm so upset, because I knew I wouldn't be playing the third iteration because it's mainly going to be locked to the Origin platform, which I refuse to use. So really, I'm just being a butthurt fanboy. Next story! I've always been a massive fan of the Halo franchises. Is it multiple franchises? I don't know. They seem to have several different branches going on there. Perhaps we should use the Call of Duty system of just having the Treyarch franchise and the Activision franchise essentially being different games. Point is, I've always been a really big fan of the series, and have been clamouring for a while for the release on PC, which never actually was going to happen, although I'm a PC gamer, so I'm used to things taking forever. Cough, Valve, cough! However, a really interesting listing appeared on Steam. Well, I say on Steam. There's a system by which Steam catalogues all of the games that are on their server, and this has led to a couple of leaked games because they would register the domain for the Steam game a while before its announcement and or release, and then people could data mine that. For instance, a Halo 2 community popped up on Steam, and data files, or I don't know if it was data files, but it was an index entry for Halo 3 and 2 were found on the Steam servers. Now, obviously, this gives the impression that Valve and Bungie, and maybe even Microsoft, have partnered up to release Halo 2 and 3 on PC, and honestly, I look forward to that. That would be an ideal scenario in my honest opinion, because I'm a great big fan of them. And I honestly am not that big a fan of Halo 4, what with the whole paying for armor dealio. I was playing it around my friend's house the other day, and creating a temporary account, and I wanted to customize the little butts off of my little character. And I couldn't, because I didn't have unlocked anything, so I got default and pre-order armor. Spectacular. Thank you so much. That's not the point though, that's just me being butthurt. Next story. Do you remember the Ouya? I do. I honestly didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't think it was physically possible, and I've seen about 1 billion listings for similar projects since its inception. However, it appears that in January, it will be coming to retailers. So, if you didn't back the Kickstarter, and you want one of those, hopefully you'll be able to get one, although I've heard the controller is retarded. I don't honestly know. But yeah, that's cool. I didn't back the Kickstarter, as I said, because I didn't think it was going to happen. Seems like it's happening though. Could be fun. Basically, it's going to turn into an emulation box though. I can't see it going any other way. Like, Android development's strong. Mostly the iOS developers are the ones who are producing interesting games. I don't know. Android's a bit more limited. There's a whole debate going on between iOS versus Android, and not even on the nerdy my camp is better than yours kind of thing that happened with the Xbox and the PS3. It really comes down to, like, open market versus a closed protected market, because Apple has demonstrated they have some very strange ideas of how to guard a closed market. and Android has proven that having an open market is a great way to get your phone full of malware, so I don't know. I have an iPhone because I'm lazy, and I don't honestly care that much. Next story. Not necessarily game related, but in no particular order, 3 stories I found interesting. 1. Disney has made a fairly insanely amazing animation called Paperman, which is a hell of a lot of fun actually. You should go watch it. I think it's privated, which is really interesting, but if you can find a mirror of it somewhere. I had a friend who was a friend of a friend of a friend of someone's dog who linked me to it. And it is honestly an adorable animation, so if you can find it anywhere, please watch it. That's all. Next. 2. A 13-year-old sent a Hello Kitty into near orbit using a balloon. Why do we need NASA? If a 13-year-old can do it. That is all. Next. Number 3. There is likely to be a Hobbit theme park. Enough said. Next story. Do you like poking fun at Call of Duty? Because you know that's such a fresh, relevant, cultural joke that no one has ever made before? Well, if you do, there's Cod of Duty, which is a shooting fish in a barrel simulator, and has a reasonably amusing sense of humour. So if you like that kind of thing, link in the description. That is all. Goodbye.